Shalom, shalom. Start up here in a minute. Let me make sure this thing is going. See if this thing is if you can hear me. Yep, think we good. Think we good. All right, we're good to go. All right. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all your brethren out there that's teaching His word in all truth and sincerity. All right. Shalom to all the scattered Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth that may look like the other nations, but your spirit is knit with His gospel and with His truth. And you're continuously calling upon the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity. Hey, you're more than likely of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Lord willing of the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, which consist of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Shalom to the elect, 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, shalom. And shalom to all you brethren out there teaching His word in all truth and sincerity. All right. I'm the brother Dama Al-Gibar, out here with another live lesson, Lord willing to edify and to feed the lambs and sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and to preach the gospel of the kingdom of heaven to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And like I said, and to all the scattered Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, this is not a black-only thing, okay? And hey, it's another beautiful day to come out here on the highways and the byways. It's a little hot, but it is what it is. Hey, man, so the water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for giving me another day to come out on the highways and the byways and to prophesy and to preach this gospel. All right, and to chant down Babylon the Great, and to prophesy, man, which is not, now is it's a very beautiful time for prophecy, because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has prophecy literally jumping off the page, man. Hey, in January 2026, we're 16 days in, and it's been action packed, man. Prophecy overload, and all type of things are happening. To fulfill prophecy and to show that the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai are faithful and true. And ultimately, the Lord is proving the true prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to be right, man, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And a lot of things that the elders was prophesying about going back in the early YouTube days, 2007, 2008, up until now, are now finally coming to pass, man. And the elders been telling you about how this economy was going to eventually collapse, how there was going to be inflation and hyperinflation. We've been warning and prophesying about economic collapse, sedition, civil war, race riots, famines, death, destruction. And right now we see all these things showing themselves in these last days, man. Hey, in 2026, Lord willing, might just be the year, man, that the mark of the beast is going to be presented. The mark of the beast is going to be implemented upon the world. All right, and it's everything that the prophets have been prophesying about, and it's everything that the Bible has told us would eventually take place, and we can see it as plain as day, man. And now is the time to get weak. Now is not the time to get squirmish. Now is not the time to try to trim your way to seek love and to sell out, or to try to get deeper into this world, man. Now is the time to separate yourself from this world, man. To get your mind and understanding what the true will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is, and ultimately to understand the times that we're living in, man. All right, we're not living in the times of peace and negotiations and love and security and peace. We're living in the times of hate and war, man. We're living in a time of judgment, man. Economic collapse, turmoil, sedition, race riots, man. Everything that we've been prophesying about is now all getting ready to take place and intensify as we're getting closer and closer to the end of this age, man. As we're getting closer to the end of the rulership of the so-called white man, who are the biblical Edomites, man. And it's as plain as day, man. Here it is, and the majority of you Israelites, man, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, especially you so-called Negroes, are all worried about the wrong shit, man. But right now, all Jake is talking about this whole Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb situation. Look, man, there's more important, pressing matters that's taking place, than that bullshit, man, than that garbage, than that worldly garbage, man. This man is getting ready to come down with great wrath, man. You see the situation with the whole ICE. You're seeing this man is militarizing and giving immunity to these different ICE agents and Border Patrol, which is basically Trump's old private army, man. And they're getting ready to roll on you Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans, man. Meanwhile, you worried about what's happening between two niggas arguing about some bullshit, about shit that don't even matter, man. Prophecy is literally jumping off the page. You niggas are living in a peril, your overthrow, but you worried about Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, two-thirds, that's going to be ultimately melted and destroyed here in America, man. Instead of taking heed and listening to what the prophets are out here telling you, man. But it's going to be what it's going to be, all right? And that's why we ain't worried about two-thirds, and we ain't worried about how the ungodly, how you Jake, that's not taking this message seriously, that's continuously scoffing and mocking against the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Ultimately, hey, we ain't even thinking about you, man. Because we know ultimately how your end is going to be met. Hey, and the Lord has some serious judgment preserved for a lot of you Israelites, man. Two-thirds of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because you ain't got, you got your head up the ass of this world, and you're not focusing on the things that really truly matter the most. But it's going to be what it's going to be, all right? But at the end of the day, hey, we've been out here warning and telling you that these things are getting ready to pass, man. And right now we're living in the time of mass deception. We're living in the time of war, evil, pestilence, you know what I mean, economic collapse, turmoil, all of the things that the prophets of doom have been warning you and telling you about, man. And now it's right here at the door, and you can't escape it. All right? And the way that this world is going, man, hey, only evil and bad times are ahead, man. And what is the majority of you Israelites doing? Bullshitting, playing around, still trying to chase the bag, still worried about all this worldly bullshit, you know what I mean? Partying and BSing, worried about all the wrong things, but meanwhile, prophecy is literally staring you in the face, man. Staring you right in the face. This man is gearing up to wage war on you people, man. He's getting ready to put you in these concentration camps. These ICE is talking about going door to door. And a lot of you, Jake, ain't equipped through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to know how to handle and how you should move in these last days, man. When you've been warned and we've been telling you ad nauseum what you need to do in these times, man, to be under the hedge of protection of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because ain't no amount of money, no gold, no silver, no guns, no militias, nothing that you can do in a worldly manner is going to be able to deliver you or save you from the wrath and the judgment that the Most High is getting ready to bring upon this place. And he's going to use your friendly neighborhood Edomite, the so-called white man, in this government, in this administration, to bring hell upon you, Jakes, man. While you've been playing games and ha-ha and kikiing and scoffing and mocking, hey, the Lord is literally getting ready to send bring Jacob's trouble upon you Israelites, man. All right? And you've been warned and you've been told that these days were coming, as now they're here, and you, Jake, haven't been preparing yourself or doing what you need to do as far as getting in the good graces of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to be delivered, man. So therefore, you Jakes are getting ready to be steamrolled out here, man. And you ain't going to be able to say that you didn't know and that the prophets didn't tell you, man. So let's get this, man. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 9. See, it's like this nigga over here blasting that music. Niggas just do what niggas do. They ain't really understanding the seriousness in the times that we're in, man. And it's going to catch a lot of you Israelites off guard, man. All right? And the day is going to come to where, hey, we ain't going to be out here anymore. These videos are not going to be readily accessible. You're not going to be able to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua pretty soon, man, to get the answers that you truly are going to need in those times. Because when those times and those answers was being given, you just went on about your way. You scoffed. You mocked. You just kept it pushing. Well, guess what? Hey, when your fear cometh and when this destruction cometh upon you, the Lord's going to keep it pushing on your ass, man. All right? Because you can't just play off Yahweh Shem Yahushua, scoff at his prophets, don't take this message serious, and then thinking at the last moment you're going to be able to just seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Don't work that way, man. Shout out to the elder brother Manata Zakba out there in South Carolina, and that brother always says there is a such thing as too late, man. And a lot of you Jakes are going to end up falling in that category of too late, man. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and 1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, man. And how do you measure the times, man? Through prophecy, through what the scriptures say will be happening, as the course of history and time goes on, man. See, but Jake is not measuring the time diligently. Jake don't really see what's happening, and they don't link it to biblical prophecy. They don't really see it as the end of this age, man. A lot of our people still think they got, oh, yeah, that's going to happen, but not in our lifetime. Yeah, maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. You see, and that type of thinking is going to get you destroyed. That type of thinking is going to get you caught with your pants down, man. Because these Jakes think that, that they're gonna that they can go and search and seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai and find the answers on their own terms, and that the Lord's going to be ready to be found when they think they can when He can be found. But it don't work that way, man. Hey, because the true prophets, we're measuring the time and we're telling you what time we're in, man. We're not in a time of peace and happiness and love and negotiations and America being made great again and the dollar regaining its its value, man. That's not happening, man. This place is going down, and it's going down fast, man. The world as you know it is getting ready to come to a screeching halt, and these devils are getting ready to bring in this technocracy, man. They're getting ready to bring in the MOTB, 15-minute city, social credit scores, man. We've been and Davos is meeting next week on the 19th to basically to enforce these things, man. But niggas are still out here playing games, thinking they got forever, thinking that we're conspiracy theories, and oh man, y'all thinking too much into it, and that ain't never going to happen. Yo, you wait and see, man. Because like I said, the Lord has given the prophets the ability to measure the times, man. And the times we're in are evil. Point blank, period. It says, and when thou seest parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You see, and you got some people out here who feel it in the spirit that something's getting ready to happen, that this got to be the end, that something the world is changing, something is different. But ultimately, you have to go to the true prophets to truly get the full understanding, man. And they're here, and we're out here telling you exactly what it is, man. Through the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which are faithful and true. All right? And nothing is going to trump prophecy. Nothing is going to stop what the Lord has prophesied and what He has sent to happen is going to happen, man. You see? And we see all the signs and the tokens and things lining up to where these prophecies are getting ready to hit hard, man. Where the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is getting ready to come to pass, man. And Jacob's trouble is here already, pretty much, man. It's just one situation away from this whole ICE situation, to where this the devil's Trump is talking about enacting the Insurrection Act, man, which is going to basically give him the ability to put military troops here on the ground here in America, man, to go door to door, to do to take away your constitutional rights, to take away your right to free speech, man. You're going to be in a militarized zone, and these devils are going to roll, and they're going to roll hard, man. This is why they got Palantir. This is why they got all these technocrats in place, man, because they're getting ready to come down with that great wrath, man. Seeing he has but a short time, because they're ready to bring in this new world order, man. All right? And if you people ain't, and you people think it's a game, you think it's a joke, hey, you just wait and see, man. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those days that were before thee, even from the beginning, man. And we see that happening at an all-time high, man. And it's only going to intensify. It's only going to get worse, man. Like I said, even as I'm speaking right now, you got uproars and protests happening literally right now, man. Go to Minnesota, go to LA, go to these different states with this whole ICE situation, man. You hear people all over the internet talking about how, they're ready to die, that their constitutional rights are being violated. Trump is a dictator. America has turned into a third world country. This is Nazi Germany. If we don't stand up now, we're not going to stand a chance, because these are all signs pointing towards biblical prophecy and the return of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man, and the end of this world as we know it, man. You see, but Jake's think it's a game. They think it's a game, but it's not a game, man. Hey, it's very serious and very evil days that we're living in, and it's only going to intensify. It says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. You see, meaning that it's being made known, man. And that's why you got to be able to measure the time. That's why you got to be looking with spiritual eyes, man. You see, and you got to see what's happening and to be able to link it and filter it through prophecy, man. That's why we say the things that we say, because we can see these things coming, and they're coming quickly, and they're only going to accelerate, man. You see, and that's how prophecy works. Once one prophecy comes to pass, then the next prophecy comes, man. All right, and you can't slow it down. You can't press the pause button. You can't press rewind. You know, time always and only goes forward. It never goes backwards, man. And that's how prophecy works, man. Hey, because what? The Lord is making things happen to where, hey, this third world war is going to happen, man. All right, you got Trump talking about the attack in Iran, which we know that's going to lead to Jeremiah the 49th chapter. You know, we know how that situation with Venezuela, that situation with Greenland is happening. NATO talking about taking up arms and sending troops to go defend Greenland from America. So, hey, man, wars and rumors of wars, threats of wars, man, it's all right here at the table. You see? But again, see, Jake don't understand prophecy. Jake's not out here looking what's happening with spiritual eyes, man. So to them, it don't mean anything. To them, it's just another day. It's just business as usual, but they don't see the seriousness of the times. It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and ending in signs and effects. Right. We've been seeing all type of blood moons, eclipses, solar eclipses. And I think there's about to be another blood moon coming up pretty soon, which is what? Signs in the heavens, man. But like I said, to the average individual, to the average Jake, to the average human, those don't mean anything, man. But when you understand prophetically and biblically, those are all signs, man. Those are tokens. Those mean things, man. You see? And we're letting you know, man, you know? It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed, man. And that's not everybody. Everybody's not going to be saved. Not everybody has faith. Not everybody has the works built up with the Most High to be delivered and saved from all these said perils, man. From Jacob's trouble, from martial law, from this third world's war, from the nuclear destruction that's getting ready to come, from pestilence, famine, judgments that's coming upon this world by the Heavenly Father for all of the wickedness and evil of this world, man. You see? Because a lot of these Jakes think that, a lot of these people believe that they're good with the Most High. Jesus knows my heart. The Lord knows me. Yeah, the Lord knows you, all right, that you are a wicked hunk of shit, man. All right? And that you ain't worthy of salvation. You ain't part of the predestined. You're not part of the elect, man. So therefore, the Lord has all type of evils and judgments set for, you know, the wicked out here, man. And only the chosen, the elect, are going to be saved and delivered out of this judgment that's coming. Hey, and we're hoping and praying that we're part of that number, man. That we're good with the Most High to be able to be delivered from these things which are coming. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. You see? So it's all about the elect, man. And we're hoping and praying that we're part of the elect that's going to be saved from all of these said perils, man. And what did I say? Martial law, the Insurrection Act, this Third World War, nuclear destruction, sedition, race riots, famine, death, destruction. All these things are signs and things that must come before the kingdom of heaven is established, because that's how the Lord wants this age and this in Babylon the Great America to go out, man. You see, and if you ain't a part of the predestinated, if you ain't part of the elect, hey, you don't stand a snowball chance in hell, man. Hey, but that's why the Lord has sent his prophets to come out here and to warn you, man. To tell our people to repent, man. Get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Put away all the pagan idols. Put away Christianity, Jesus Christ, Islam. You know, all these pagan rituals and the way of this world, man, because it's all leading you to death and destruction, disobedience, unfaithfulness, and wickedness, man. You see? But again, we understand that, hey, it's really only the elect are going to seriously take heed and do what's necessary. The rest, hey, scriptures tell you that the time is coming to where, let me get that real fast, man. Let me show you how bad the Lord ain't playing, man, and how serious these end time judgments are. See, this is the character of the Lord that most people don't want to accept and don't want to believe. Well, not my God, not my Jesus, not my Lord. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, because ultimately you ain't dealing with the true God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're not dealing with the true God of the Bible, man, because you don't know him, because he don't want you to know him. You see? Yep, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 1. It says, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. You see? Meaning what? They're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be put to death. And this is what the angel was showing Ezra, man. In the future times, before the Lord came back, that many people were going to be taken in a great number. It says, shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And we're in these times right now. This is the most wickedest era of humanity that the earth has ever known, man. Under the helm and under the rulership of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, this is the wickedest time the earth has ever seen, man. And when you just pay attention and see how this world is moving and how it's operating, all of the wickedness, the nastiness, the unfaithfulness, the idolatry, you know what I mean, the depravity of this world, man. You know, hey, it all makes sense. That's why such great judgment has to come into this place, because the Lord going to have to cleanse this earth and cleanse this world of all of the filth that is in it, man. Remember, just like he did during the time of the flood, that's the same God that's still alive and in power today, man. You see, but this time he's not going to flood the earth with water. He's going to flood the earth with fire, man. And this is why a lot of people are going to be taken in a great number. But they don't even realize it, man. The majority of these people are not on the time of the Most High. A lot of these people are on demon time, as they like to say. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root shall be wasted suddenly, you see? And that's what's coming to America. This place is going to be wasted, man. This place is going to be nuclearly annihilated in this third world's war, and it's needed, man. Because why? Wickedness has exceedingly polluted this whole earth, man. All right? And the only remedy for it is judgment, fire, you know, destruction, man. You see? But like I said, the majority of these people, they don't want to come to terms with that. They don't want to believe it, but they are going to believe it when they burning in that fire, and when they're part of the you know, that great number that's going to be taken here in these last days, man. So back here in 2nd Ezra 9, it says, 2nd Ezra 9 and 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby you have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So right there, the Lord is telling you, man. You know, these people are going to dwell in torments. You people that have despised the ways of the Most High, all of your unbelief, your doubt, your wickedness, you know, your idolatry, you know, your love of this world, you being consumed by the wickedness and the pride of life, you know, and the love of this world, you're going to find yourself in torments, man. And the majority of our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, have, you know, has abused the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. And you refuse to humble yourself and to be obedient under the Most High. So therefore, he's going to destroy your ass, man, in a most horrific and horrible way. All right? And like I said, when we've been out here warning and telling you these things were coming, but now, hey, we're at the point now to where the Lord is just about to start, he's about to just start judging people, man. You see, and pretty soon, the prophets are not going to be out here. The Lord's going to bring that famine of the word. He's going to take his prophets from off the streets, man. And everybody that's been sealed, everybody that's been, you know, sealed with this word and with the word of promise, and all the elect is sealed, hey, everybody else is just going to be wasted out here, man. And it's going to be worse than any movie that you've ever seen, man. You see? It says, and then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments, for such as in their life has received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet a place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. And that's the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. And that's what the Lord has in store for the majority of you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because you despise the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? You despise his law. You despise his righteousness. You despise his righteousness and his order. Because ultimately, a lot of you just want to do whatever the hell you want to do, man. A lot of you are filled with the lust of your own flesh, man. And you don't want to be obedient. You don't want to come under the yoke of the Heavenly Father, man. Oh, let me get that real fast, man. You don't want to come under the straight commandments. You got the majority of our people who claim to be Christians. They'll be the first ones to tell you, oh, the law's done away with. We ain't got to do that no more. Hey, well, that's why you're going to be destroyed, man. That's why you're going to be, you're going to catch strays from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Oh. Let me see some. No, how's it go? How's that scripture go? I'm trying to think of it. Maybe it'll come to me in a minute of how to word it. But anyway, so what we got next, man? So hey, we're in the times now, man. We're measuring the times diligently in this up, and we see the times that we're in, man. But what is Jake doing? Still BSing, man. Hey, and hey, it's only a matter of time before, hey, man, it's going to be no more talking. It's going to be no more mercy. It's going to be no more a way for you to seek repentance, man. It's going to be too late. The doors of mercy are going to be shut out here, man. Just like when the Most High closed that ark. Oh, let me get that real fast. Just like when the Lord closed that ark, hey, it was game time after that, man. Yep, here we go. This is Luke chapter 17. Slightly fucking sweating my ass off out here. Anyways, it says this is Luke chapter 17. This is Luke 17 and 26. It says, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the floods came and destroyed them all, man. You see? It's going to be the same in these times when, during the times of Yahweh Shai getting ready to come back, man. People are out here partying and BSing, getting married, having fun, being wicked, doing all type of wickedness, man. Meanwhile, just like Noah was out there prophesying to the people, we're out here prophesying to you as well, man. As Noah was building the ark, he was prophesying to the people that a flood was coming, man. That great judgment was getting ready to come. And what did the people do? Talk shit, they were mocking, they were scoffing, they were just going on about their wicked lives, man. Until what? Until the day that door was shut and Noah was in the ark, man. And when that rain started falling on their heads, that's when they realized that everything that Noah was saying was true. It's going to be the same in these times right now. Because people love to scoff and mock and call us crazy, tell us to get a job. Oh, we don't want to hear that. Oh, y'all been saying that. Oh, y'all so evil. Y'all hate. Y'all cussing. Got all these excuses and reasons of why they don't want to take heed, man. But it's all going to come back and bite you in the AWS. Hey, once this judgment starts coming. It says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they brought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all, man. You see? And it's always been like that, You always had the prophets. You always had the people not listening, not taking heed until the day that the judgment came. Then you crying, then you screaming, then you want to cry to the Lord. Then you want to repent. But for a lot of you, like I said, it's going to be too late, man. And a lot of you have already condemned yourself any damn way, man. You see? And that's why we ain't going to shed a tear for you. It says, and in that day, what was that? Yeah, but in the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. You see? Same thing is going to happen all over again. And we've been telling you and warning you, man. But like I said, these people don't want to hear. They don't want to listen. They don't want to repent. They don't want to believe the message that the prophets have said. But it's all good, though. You don't have to believe. Guess what? You are going to believe. All right, when that day comes, man, and when that fire is on your ass, we ain't gonna want to hear it. The Lord ain't gonna want to hear it, man. He's not gonna be sympathize or feel sorry for your scream, your cries, and your blood clot tears in that day, man. Because why? When the Lord was able to be seeked, you didn't want to find him. You turned your shoulder. You continued to do your own thing. Well, hey, your own thing has consequences and repercussions, man. All right, and this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. And if you've been standing upon your watch and seeing everything that's happening, man, you will understand that we're not in the times of peace and love, man. We're not in the time of healing. Well, the elect are being healed, but ultimately, as a whole, this place, America and Babylon, is not going to be healed. The condition of the earth is not going to be healed, man. It's too far into its wickedness, man. All right, scriptures tell you how the Esau's and the wickedness of this earth has reached up into the clouds, man. The only thing that's fitted for this place is destruction and judgment, man. And each day that goes by, we're getting closer and closer to it. I'm going to jump down to verse 8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate. And right now, it's nothing but hate going on out here in the world, man. You know, like I said, people don't trust one another. You don't even know your neighbors anymore. You know, the love of many is waxing cold. People is doing all type of ill stuff to each other, man. There ain't no love out here, man. It's nothing but hate, man. You know, hate. People despise one another. People are jealous. They're envious. They're covetous, man. People are proud, you know, proud more than ever, man. You see, so there ain't nothing holy going on out here except the prophets and the men of the Lord and his gospel and his ministry. Everything else is tainted and destroyed. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, man. And we ain't living in no time of peace. There ain't no peace coming. Trump sold y'all that dream and y'all believe that bullshit, man. Remember, he told you he's the president of peace and he's going to stop the war with Ukraine and Russia. He's going to bring peace and bring everybody together. Now this nigga done bombed like 7 or 8 different countries, man. He just went and waged war on Venezuela. Now he's talking about waging war on Greenland. Now he's getting ready to wage war on Iran, which we want because it's going to lead to this third world war, man. So we're definitely not in the time of peace, man. And like I said, if you're measuring the time diligently, you will see that, man. And you will be out here preaching that. And you will be telling these people to repent, man. And ultimately understand that we're in the time of the end, man. All right? And the only ones that's keep playing games out here is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And that's why a lot of you are going to get caught with your pants down, man. All right? And good for you. All right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. It says, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. But then they tell you, we ain't got to keep the commandments no more. The Lord nailed the law to the cross, and we ain't got to keep the law. What do you mean you ain't got to keep the law? Isn't the law of righteousness, man? Isn't that how you have faith and show that you truly believe and are obedient to the ways of the Most High? But then again, these people will tell you, oh, we ain't got to do that no more. So basically, they're just telling you to be lawless, man. And you can just do whatever you want to as long as you believe in Jesus. So you can eat pork, you can eat shrimp, you can be a homosexual, you can be an idolater. And that's what these people ultimately promote and push, man. But then when you tell them, according to the Bible, you ain't supposed to do these things, they got 101 million excuses of why you can't judge me and why the Lord died for my sins, so I got liberty to do whatever I want and be a heathen and do what I want to do. It's all BS and nonsense, man. Hey, and that's why you're going to be destroyed. That's why the evil and the judgment that's coming is going to cling to you like a cheap suit, man. And I'm talking to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites out there that don't want to come under the obedience of the Most High and try to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. You see? But they always tell you, oh, yeah, you know, I love the Lord. I follow the Lord. You don't love the Lord, man. Because if you love, the Lord said, if you love me, then you'll keep my commandments, man. And like I said, we're not saying that you can be saved by the commandments because it's impossible for us to keep all the laws written within the scriptures, but it will still be, you know, you will still live your life to the best of your ability according to what the scriptures say, man. You wouldn't be out here just being a blatant sinner, an idolater, a swine eater, you know, celebrating Christmas and Easter and Valentine's Day and Christmas and, you know, being a homosexual, stealing, lying, doing all these wicked ass things, man. You would try to the best of your ability to uphold what's written within these scriptures and live your life according to it, man. You see? So a lot of these people are full of shit, man. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 5. It says, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. You see? Because if you're a wise man, then you will be discerning both time and judgment, man. You will be understanding what times we're living in, linking it up with prophecy, man. Understanding what's taking place and what's getting ready to come. But if you don't know these things, then guess what? You're not moving in that way. And you're not worried about what's coming and if you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You're not worried about time and judgment, man. It says, because to every purpose there is time and judgment, therefore the misery of men is great upon him. Yep. It says, for he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? Right. But we know these things are coming because we're gauging everything through a prophetic lens, man. So we know that this third world war is coming. We know that the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, is getting ready to be implemented upon you people. We know that economic collapse is getting ready to happen. We've been telling you this, started with the elders and the apostles for the last damn near 20 years, man. And even before that. And now it's right here at the door, man. You see the price of gold. You see the price of silver. All right, you see a ever devaluing dollar. The price of everything is going through the damn roof. People can't afford to buy a house. People can barely afford to live in this society, man, because it's all signs of the times of the end of this age, man. We're telling you that this technocracy is getting ready to come. We're telling you they're getting ready to be martial law, famine, pestilences, lockdowns, sedition, invading one another, man. Everything that prophecy is dialing up is getting ready to come to pass, man. But like I said, but these people don't understand time and judgment. So that's why, a lot of these people are going to be caught up and swept up in it, man. All right? Especially upon you tribes, man. You know, like let me read this article. Let me get some of this water real fast. All right, let me tap in some of these little articles. See what's going on in the world, man. Damn, it's fucking hot, man. Look at this. It says, British people rise up against Bill Gates' digital ID scheme. Starmer's digital cage is in ruins. See? And what's that going to ultimately lead to? Well, let me get that real fast. Let me get that, and then I'm going to read this. I'm going to go into these headlines of these articles, man. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16 and 13. No. What was that, 13 and 16? Oh, so like it. Matthew chapter 16 and 3. And it says, I'll start at 1. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, tempting, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. And it's the same thing with these people, you know? They're all requiring a sign. Show us a sign, show us this, show us that. But all the signs are happening, man. You know, one of the main signs is that you got the true prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai out here throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, mainly here in the Babylon the Great, America, and other places, preaching and prophesying the truth, man. That's one sign. Then you got the signs in the heavens, man. The blood moons, the solar eclipses, the lunar eclipses, the blood moons, the wolf moons. You know, different signs in the heavens. The Lord putting the spirit on people to prophesy. People are having dreams of Third World War, nuclear destruction. People are having visions and dreams of the Lord coming back. People are having dreams of all hell and chaos breaking out throughout the four corners of the earth. These are all signs, man. Like I said, ultimately you got the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai out here telling you things that are going to happen before they happen, man. So all the signs are there, man. But then again, you know, a lot of these people, they don't want to see the signs, man. They don't want the signs to mean exactly what they mean. They want them to mean something else. They want them to mean not that. But that's not how it works, man. All right? Back in Matthew 16 and 2, and he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? And like I just read in Ecclesiastes, man, we're not in the time of peace and love, man. We're in a time of hate. We're in a time of war, famine, death, destruction, Jacob's trouble, this third world's war, the mark of the beast, technocracies, all hell getting ready to break loose, military drafts, you know what I mean? Economic collapse. All these signs are all right here in everybody's faces, man. But like I said, a lot of people don't want to face reality. A lot of these people want to be, let me get that. Let me get that real fast. Because we know what time Jake is on, We know what time Jake is on some BS. Yep, this is Isaiah chapter 30 and 10. I'm going to read it. No, yeah, 30, yep, nope, 30 and 9. This is Isaiah 30 and 9, that this is a rebellious, I'll read in the NLT. This is Isaiah 30 and 9 in the NLT, that this is a rebellious children. Yep, that this is a rebellious, that these people are stubborn rebels who refuse to pay attention to Yahweh's instruction, man. And that's our people, the Israelites, man. They're stubborn. They refuse to pay attention to the Most High's instructions, man. And where are you going to get the Most High's instruction from? His prophets, man. And we've been out here week in and week out doing videos every day, man, telling you about the instructions of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, giving you warning, blowing the trumpet, telling you that these bad times are getting ready to come to pass, man. Warning you about nuclear destruction, the mark of the beast, all of this digital ID technology and what it's ultimately going to lead to, man. Telling you that the economy is going to collapse, man. We telling you about the price of gold and silver, telling you that about sedition and the uproars of the people and all these things that's getting ready to happen and what they're ultimately signifying, man. But Jake don't want to hear it for the most part, man. It says they tell the seers, which seers is another word for prophets, stop seeing visions, and that's Jake, man. Hey, man, we don't want to hear that shit, cuz. Come on, bro. Y'all so negative, bro. Say something positive. Oh, the Hebrew Israelites, they worship skin color, and they're racist, and all this bullshit that Jake say, because ultimately, they don't want to hear the whole truth, man. Jake want to be lied to. They want to be seduced and believe that everything's going to be okay when it's not. Well, you're not going to get that from the true prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And we're not going to put our lives on the line and our salvation at risk to lie to you damn moolies, man. To you rebellious, stubborn-hearted ass Israelites, man. We're gonna tell you the whole truth, man. And hopefully, hopefully the Spirit of the Most High jump on you, and you're fearful enough to take heed and to repent, man. It says, stop seeing visions, they tell the prophets. Don't tell us what is right. Tell us nice things. Tell us lies. Well, you're not gonna get lies from us. Lies, You're not going to hear lies from us, man, because we're going to tell you the whole truth, because that's the duty and the job of a true prophet. Now you can go to these other Israelite groups and these other false prophets. Hey, they'll tell you all type of smooth things and lies. Tell you everything gonna be all right. Tell you to invest and get your portfolio up and get your credit score high. Get married, have family, go on vacation, continue to love your life. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing to worry about. There ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble and all that bullshit, but you ain't gonna hear that from the true prophets, man. We're gonna tell you the real, because we're because we fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and it's our duty and our job to tell the truth, man. It says, forget all this gloom, get off your narrow path. Stop telling us about your Holy One of Israel. We don't want to hear about Yahweh and Yahushua. Tell us about Jesus. Because why? Because with Jesus and God, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, man. You can eat whatever you want to eat. You can live however you want to live, man. You ain't got to be obedient. You ain't got to be in order. You ain't got to walk that narrow and straight path. You can enjoy the broad way and all the worldliness that this world can offer you, and still believe that you have a chance at salvation, man. Well, you ain't getting that from the true prophets nor from the message of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You better repent and get your ass in order, man. That's the spirit that we're in, and that's the spirit that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is pushing out here in all truth and sincerity, man. It says, this is the reply of the Holy One of Israel, because you despise what I tell you and instead trust in oppression and lies, which is what? America, man. Black culture. Everything that America offers and pushes for our people is what they trust in. And this is why you ain't going to stand a chance, man. This is why you're going to be judged and destroyed. This is why you're going to sink with this sinking ship known as America, which is Babylon the Great, man. It says, because you despise what I tell you and trust in oppression and lies, calamity will come upon you suddenly like a bulging wall that bursts and fall. Hey, it's gonna be it's gonna be that floodgate of judgment. It's gonna open up. All the perils that I've been reading about. All you jakes that despise, that's had that received gifts, you despise the words of the Most High, you don't want to get in order, you don't want to take heed to the prophets, you don't want to repent. Hey, this is what the Lord has in store for you, man. And we can see it getting ready to happen, man, with this whole Minneapolis ICE agent situation, man, which is going to eventually turn into the Insurrection Act, which is going to eventually turn into civil war, which is going to eventually turn into martial law, man. And all hell literally breaking loose in this society, economic collapse, man. And then you, Jake, is going to be at the mercy of this damn devil Esau Edom, man. And then you're going to want answers. Then you're going to want to repent. Then you're going to want to get in order. Then you're going to want to hear the truth. But it's going to be too late, man. All right? It says, in an instant it will collapse and come crashing down. You will be smashed like a piece of pottery, shattered so completely that there won't be a piece big enough to carry coals from a fireplace or a little water from the well. This is what the sovereign Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, says. Only in returning to me and resting in me will you be saved. You see? And that's what I was saying earlier, man. Our only hope and only defense and deliverance from what's coming is through Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Ain't no amount of money, no amount of prepping, no amount of gold, no amount of silver, no amount of ammunition or guns or bunkers or whatever you might think you have that's outside of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to deliver you and save you, man. Your faith has to be completely and totally in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, and nothing else. Hey, and the Lord's going to set the stage to where we're all going to be tested in that like manner to see where our faith and our trust truly lies, man. Even the prophets, even those of us that know Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, he's still going to present a test and an hour that we're going to have to prove ourselves whether we truly believe in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And a lot of our people are going to fail when they ain't got food to eat, when they ain't got, when they're faced with taking this micro C-hip, when they're faced with this New World Order and this technocracy bullshit, man. When this man tells you, look, you can't buy or sell unless you have this micro C-hip, this mark of the beast in your right hand and your forehead, that's when a lot of our people are going to fail, man. When they haven't eaten in 3, 4, 5 days or a week, when they're separated from operating in society, man. That's when a lot of our people are going to get weak, they're going to fail, and they're going to pledge their allegiance to this damn devil Esau Edom in this New World Order via this technocracy and microchips, man. And go get that goddamn Neuralink. Go and get 4 or 5 different micro C-hips in their ass, man. And not even knowing that it was all a snare and a trap to ensnare you in this technocracy and this digital prison system, man. It says, only in returning to me and resting in me will you be saved. And quietness and confidence is your strength, but ye would have none of it. You said, no, we will get our help from Egypt or Babylon, from America, or the fucking white man. See, that's the sentiment and the spirit that a lot of our people are in. Hey, and when that days come, they're going to move exactly as the scripture is saying, because it's prophecy, man. The Lord knows his people better than anybody, and he's telling you right here what our people are going to do at that time. And we've been telling you our people are going to do that at that time, because they already did it in a low-key way during the whole last lockdown, when it came to them having to take that specific thing in order to go to the restaurant or to get on the airplane or to go on vacation, or when their job was threatening to lose their job, they all rolled up the sleeve and bent over and took it, man. How much more when he brings this New World Order, man? When he brings this, the mark of the beast, all these people are going to get weak. They're all going to bow down, man. They all going to choose death, man, and not life. It says, no, we will get our help from Egypt. They will give us swift horses for riding into battle, but only the swiftness you are going to see is the swiftness of your enemies chasing you, right? Esau putting all complete total hell on you dumbass niggas, man. And I got to say it that way, man. You see? So back here in Matthew 16 and 4, it says, for a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed, man. You see? Same thing, man. Same thing is getting ready to happen, but in a different fashion. And we've been telling you, man. Let me get some of these articles, man. See? So this devil's getting ready to come with it, man. All right? What is this? Look at this. It says, Yeah, what does it say? Yeah, British people rise up against Bill Gates' digital ID scheme. Starmer digital cage is in ruins, you see? Because people are starting to wake up to ultimately what these devils are doing. He's moving mad. He's moving like a wild man. Because why? He's getting ready to come down with that great wrath. Look at this. It says Trump prepares to invoke Insurrection Act after leftist mobs intensify violent attacks on ICE, including the hijacking of DHS vehicles, guns, and secret documents. Man, you see? And like I said, a lot of this shit that you see, a lot of it is orchestrated. A lot of it is set up, but a lot of it is real. You see? And these devils are making particular things happen and setting the stage to where Trump's going to be justified in coming with the Insurrection Act, man. You see, you're going to have agent provocateurs. You're going to have, real protesters, but they're going to turn it and make it to where, what I mean? They're going to be justified in waging war on you American people, man, to locking you down, bringing in curfews, bringing in the Insurrection Act, being able to go door to door. You see? And ultimately, what these devils are doing are pushing the envelope to get you people to react. They're getting you emotionally involved. They're going to continue to step on your constitutional rights until you people react in a way to where, somebody's going to shoot one of these DHS agents, or they're going to kill a politician, and then eventually they're going to be justified in waging war on you people, man, and bringing in another lockdown and throwing your ass in prison and being justified in going door to door. Now they're telling you when you're out here at these protests, or even just in America in general, you better be able to prove that you're an American citizen. You better have your ID and your credentials and your papers if asked or if they step to you, man. You see, but what are the majority of people going to do? They're going to get proud. They're going to get emotional. They're going to try to fight back. They're going to try to say, I know my rights. Nigga, you ain't got no rights, man. They even told you, even George Bush said the Constitution is just a piece of paper, man. And they're going to continue to step on you people's constitutional rights with ICE because it's an agenda, man. They want you people to get violent. They want you to react because they need the order out of the chaos. They need the pressure from below and the pressure from beneath to be able to force this NWO down your throats, man. You see? Yeah, so I saw that video too. Yeah, that they broke into the DHS, the ICE agents' vehicles, and they found papers and plans and all this shit. That's just stoking these devils to be more unjustified and categorizing you protesters, you American people, as terrorists until proven otherwise, man. And they're gonna use all this calamity and chaos and insurrection and these protests to be able to push digital IDs upon everybody. So everybody's going to have to identify yourself. You're going to have to be able to be identified in real time, It's all part of the agenda, man. But hey, it is what it is because ultimately it's all going to lead to prophecy being fulfilled, man. So hey, we're all for it, man. But at the end of the day, hey, you Jake better wake up and understand how to operate and how to move in these last days. But a lot of you Jake are not going to know how to operate because you're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. A lot of you, Jake, got the spirit of the world. You got the spirit of rebellion. You got the spirit of pride and what's the word? Pride and what's that word? Because you got pride on you and you feel entitled, man. A lot of you American people think that you're so entitled and you know your rights and this and that and don't tread on me. Hey, well, you about to get treaded on, man. You better be able to move wisely in these times, man. And the Lord showed us how to move in these times, man. Let me get this. You better be wise. Oh, now you got the Black Panthers popping back up, which that shit looked like it was artificial intelligence and AI. But like I said, these devils are going to use all of these mass deceptions. They're getting ready to have the Black Panthers come back out. I saw another video. Watch this one with these damn militia groups doing videos, saying all type of shit. Which a lot of that shit, man, like I say, you don't really know whether it's real or fake. You don't really know whether it's AI or whether these guys are paid agents. Esau's doing all of these things, man, so he can set the stage and present the situation so that he can benefit from it, man, and wage war and come down with that great wrath, man. Where's that shit at? Oh, here we go. Look at this. It says, watch Antifa terrorist urges Minnesotans to use the castle doctrine against ICE agents going door to door. You see? So there, like I said, this guy could be a real individual or he could be a brought and pay agent. It's just hard to tell nowadays, man. Like we've been saying, we're living in a time of mass deception, man. You know, you don't know whether it's AI. You don't know if this guy's a paid agent. You don't know if he's a provocateur. Oh, now they're saying that ICE, with their huge budget, is paying motherfuckers to be pro ICE. And you don't, to be pro ICE, to be for, to push to be pro ICE. And you don't think they're going to pay people to do the opposite. You don't think ICE is going to pay people to say anti ICE shit, to have people push propaganda to fight against ICE, to go, to use this castle doctrine against ICE. So these devils are controlling both sides, but we know that they're trying to control the narrative because they have an agenda, man. And then you dumbass Israelites out there that don't know this, you're going to get caught up in it, man. And like I said, now all of a sudden, they got the Black Panthers talking about, I'm going to put a hole in the ICE agent's chest. And, we out here with guns. We got big shit. Like I said, you don't know whether it's AI or whether it's just some dumb nigga talking or whether it's just some brought and paid agent, man. But it's all part of the crafty plans of these damn devils, man. It's all part of their agenda, man. And that's why at the end of the day, those of us who are of the household of faith, hey, we're just going to move in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Hey, we peep the play. We see what these devils are doing, man. It's not going to catch us off guard, man. We're not going to be duped. We're not going to be deceived. We're not going to fall in the trap of what these devils ultimately are going to, of what they really want you people to do. But anyways, here we go. It says, an Antifa foot soldier urged Minnesota residents to exercise the castle doctrine against ICE officials going door to door searching for illegal aliens, suggesting they confront agents with deadly force, you see? So you see what time they're on. And like I said, you see a lot of videos of these American people saying, you know what, man, enough is enough, bro. We got to fight or it's going to get too late. This is Nazi Germany, man. They're violating our rights. And if we don't stand up and fight, man, it's going to be too late. They're going to take us over. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, and that's, and that's all fine and dandy. Hey, do that because it's ultimately going to lead to prophecy. It says, in a video posted to social media this week, Antifa terrorist Kyle told Minnesotans they've reached an inflection point where following last week's shooting of Renee Good. Morning, Minnesota. My name's Kyle, and I'm Antifa. I live from the heart of Minneapolis. I've been on the front lines since the start of this. I am the individual who called out that Nazi the day before they came and murdered Renee Good. Over the course of the last 24 hours, an additional 1,500 more ICE agents have been sent to Minnesota. We found them checking into hotels all over the city, and they've begun door-to-door campaigns in areas of our city, kicking in front doors, pointing long guns at people's faces. The Antifa went on to urge residents to take up arms against ICE agents who knock on their doors, man, you see? So what is that going to lead to? Ultimately, civil war, man. And like I said, whether this guy's an agent or whether that's just how he feels, hey, this is the spirit that's out here, man. See? It's all the spirit of, division. Let me get that real fast, man. We're in a time of division. Civil war is getting ready to take place. And a lot of these people are in that spirit of civil war, man. But it's all leading to prophecy being fulfilled. All right? This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man, you see? So you're going to continue to see these things, man, because it's all fitting for prophecy to take place. And these things are going to continue to happen, and they're only going to escalate and get more and more out of control, man. Because like I said, a lot of this shit is, of course, it's prophecy, but a lot of this shit is being orchestrated to happen so that, hey, we can get prophecy to be fulfilled. And things is popping out here, man. Hey, and those ICE agents, they still out there popping motherfuckers. They choking 16-year-olds. They doing all type of shit, man. Because a lot of them are, and allegedly a lot of them have been trained by IDF, man. And you got a lot of IDF soldiers posing as ICE agents. So, hey, man, wait till these shots really starts licking off and some of these agents starts getting killed and these so-called protesters start standing on it saying, yeah, we got him. We killed him. And then, what was that? Christy Nome had that slogan, that Nazi slogan that said, if you kill one of ours, we'll kill all of yours, man. So, man, the stage is set, bro. The stage is set. And we can see it as clear as day. Hey, and ultimately, when it really happens, the number one target is going to be you Jakes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And this is why Trump is talking about bringing an insurrection act. And you see the way these ICE agents are moving, man. They're getting more aggressive. They're getting more in your face. Now they hemmed up some dude who had a legal carry license, and they had him hemmed up, calling him a faggot, telling him to shut up, calling him the B word, man. You know, hey, these devils are getting more and more emboldened, and they're flexing more of their power. And a lot of these ICE agents are punk-ass so-called Proud Boys and pretty much punk-ass Edomites and weak motherfuckers who never had respect in the world. Now they signed up to ICE. They've been given a badge and incentives to, you know, to wreak havoc on you American people, man. You know, a lot of them got low IQs. A lot of them ain't that very smart. But you know, they're you know, when you give somebody who's been weak and a punk and a buster, his wife probably been cheating on him, he ain't never got no respect, the badge, and a little bit of authority, man. Hey, they're going to take full advantage of that, man. You know, especially when they're being, you know, trained to just be thugs and goons. Hey, it's gonna get things popping out here, man. And it's gonna ultimately lead to the Civil War, man. Look at this. I think I read it. Yeah, it says that, yeah, Trump prepares to invoke Insurrection Act over the leftist mob, man. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before a situation pops to where he's gonna pull it, man. And he's gonna enact it. And then he's gonna have the immunity to do whatever the hell he wants to do, man. And I did a lesson yesterday. Pretty much, they're already saying that they're giving these ICE agents pretty much immunity to do whatever the hell they want to. So it's only a matter of time before these ICE agents starts pew-pewing a lot of you protesters out there, man. So they're gonna get more and more aggressive. Yeah, they're gonna start putting flashbangs, doing smoke grenades, and eventually they're just gonna start unloading on motherfuckers, man. And like I said, now they got so-called Black Panthers out there talking about, yeah, we coming out there with big guns. Big guns, I got big ones. Hey, it's only gonna escalate the situation, man. And it's beautiful out there. Oh, that's what I wanted. And like I said, in the midst of all this happening, guess what? The prophets and the men of the Lord, hey, we're gonna sit back and just watch this shit unfold, man. Because we ultimately understand it's all part of biblical prophecy. But let's say hypothetically, you know, if some of us do get caught up in one of these ICE situations, or if you are confronted by one of these devils, man, hey, we're gonna move accordingly, man. We're not gonna move like a 2/3 or one of these American people. I know my rights. Stand down. You know, record them. I'm videotaping you. It's not, you know, I know my rights. You're violating me. You know, sitting there trying to argue and fight back with these damn demons, man. Hey, we're gonna do. We're gonna move according to the Spirit, man, because we understand ultimately. Well, Romans 13 chapter in the right sense. See, this is Romans 13:1. It says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High." So, hey, we know that this is Esau's world. And if they're out there, got these ICE agents moving with impunity, you know, they're out there looking to rough up protesters. They're looking to beat the shit out of anybody that's impeding or that's so-called stopping them from doing their duties. Hey, we're not going to do that shit. If we see ICE out here marching and moving, we're just going to go on home, man. Or if we are ever confronted by ICE and they tell us, hey, you young man, come here. Where are you from? Are you an American citizen? Show me your papers. Hey, I'm just going to show them my papers, man. All right, because we understand the powers that are ordained of the Most High, man. So we're just going to move accordingly. Oh, are you an American citizen? Well, yeah. Can I see your ID? Yeah, sure. Here you go. I'm not going to sit there. How dare you? I know I don't have to, you know, Jake trying to stand on law and be in that damn Moorish spirit trying to defend himself. And I know my rights and my constitutional rights, blah, 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 blah. Because we ultimately understand, hey, when those ICE agents come, pretty much, hey, your constitutional rights go out the window, man. The best thing for you to do is just to, you know, comply, man. You know, hey, if you ask for your ID, show your ID, man. You know? If you ask if you're an American citizen, yeah, I'm an American citizen, born and raised here, blah, 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 blah. You just keep it kosher, man. You know? You just agree with your adversaries while you're in the way with him. You don't get bold and you don't get, you know, wild and start bucking up and trying to, you know, defend your stance, man. See? It says, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. Right? You might not make it home that day. All that boasting and talking shit, instead of just showing your ID and answering the questions, hey, that could very well save your life, man. And then, you know, hey, like I said, when you please the Lord, even your enemies will be at peace with you, man. Hey, the ICE agent might just be like, all right, brother, you cool, just going home, man. But you know, but if you're gonna be in that spirit to resist, you're gonna be in that what Antifa Kyle told you, hey, you're gonna most likely get your goddamn head bust to the white meat, man. Got these dumbass kids out here videotaping and following ICE. Look, man, this is not our. Esau's doing what he's doing. We understand he's moving mad. We understand the times that we're in, man. You know, we understand this devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. We understand he's looking for any excuse to be justified in waging war on you people, man. It'll be in your best interest to just move accordingly. But like I said, the majority of our people, they ain't moving in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Jake gonna be out here moving reckless, carnally, until eventually, hey, they're gonna find themselves getting blown up by Esau Edom, man. Remember, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. You're not going to catch the true prophets and the men of the Lord out there scuffling and standing in front of ICE vehicles trying to stop them from doing what they're doing, man. Because we understand it's all prophecy, man. All right? Hey, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, man. And it ain't going out there trying to stop ICE and all this other bullshit. That's for these other motherfuckers to go out there and do that shit, man. All right? We're in our right position, man. See, but you, Jake, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna get dealt with. Let me get this. You're gonna get dealt with because ultimately, like I said, we understand what times we're in, man. Hey, we see the spirit that Esau is moving in, man. And you, Jake, better realize what it is, guys. Because these niggas ain't playing. They're getting ready to come with it, man. And like I said, and they're licking their chops to bring in this new world order. Expect no mercy, man. Remember, that damn ICE budget is ridiculous, man. All right, they got talking about having hundreds of thousands of agents on call, man, who's waiting for the opportunity to be able to get their hands on you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Somalis, you so-called undesirables that they feel is the reason why this country is gone to shit, and why they can't get ahead, and why they're no longer middle class is because you so-called people of color, and this is who they're ultimately allowing to join to be ICE agents, so-called patriots, Edomites who hate you niggas guts, man. And now they're giving a badge and immunity. Come on, bro. Better wake up, man. You better get right with Yahweh Shem Shai, because that's your only deliverance and protection from it, man. This is Ezekiel 7:7, Ezekiel 21:7. And it shall be when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou? I'm reading NLT. It says, when they ask, why are you groaning? Tell them, I groan because of the terrifying news I have heard. When it comes true, the boldest heart will melt with fear. All strength will disappear. Right. And that's getting ready to come. Because you people ain't really seen nothing yet. You saw how they went in Venezuela and was using those military weapons to make those Venezuelan soldiers' head explode, their nose to bleed, for them to bleed out of all their orifices. You know what I mean? You don't think they're going to use that shit on you American people when the time comes? You better, hey, you better, hey, man, I got to say, hey, your only defense is Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Jake want to go out there and protest. You want to take up arms. You want to fight the power. You want to fight against this administration. Good luck, man. Esau gonna steamroll you niggas, man. And they got weapons that you can't even fathom, man. That they're gonna use on you people, man. It's gonna be a goddamn bloodbath, man. It says every spirit will faint. Strong knees will become weak as water. Hey, that's what that Venezuelan soldier said when those troops came in with that highly, with that technological military shit. They said that it felt like, they didn't stand a chance. All their hearts melted, man. They were rendered helpless. What do you think he's gonna do to you average citizens out here with the weaponry that he has, man? And you out there with your rifle and your M16. This dude got goddamn brain bleed weapons, man. He got acoustic sound weapons that'll drop you to your knees, man, just with the flip of a switch. He got drones and other technology that he can use that'll just, come on, man. Jake better wake up, man. Remember, scriptures tell you, hide me from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. And we know Esau's blessing is the sword, and he can't wait to unleash it on you people. Hey, and the time is getting near. Hey, when he bring that insurrection, that's exactly what he's bringing, man. That sword, man. And all of its splendor. And he can't wait to use it on you people. And he can't wait to go door to door and use it on you tribes, man. I read an article before I came, and they were saying basically ICE cannot be held accountable for sexual assaults that take place in these ICE detention centers, man. So a lot of you women out there, who out there think you cute, think you out there doing your thing, and you feminist, and you strong, and you marching, wait till they get your ass in these FEMA camps, man, in these detention centers. They're not going to be held liable for the sexual assaults that take place on you women inside those places, man. So, hey, man, like I'm reading here, it says, and the sovereign Yahweh says, it is coming, it is on its way. Then Yahweh said to me, son of man, give the people this message from the Lord. A sword is being sharpened and polished, man. And what is that sword? Esau Edom, his military, man. The war he getting ready to wage on you people. It's coming in the form of a sword that you people don't have no answers for. Yeah, the average American is, they got weapons, they got guns. Jay got pistols and shit like that. But like I said, the weapon that Esau has will render you and your little M16 or your little switch helpless, man. And we're getting ready to see that pretty soon, man. It says, it is sharpened for a terrible slaughter and polished to flash like lightning. Now will you laugh? Right. Pretty soon, you Jake ain't going to be laughing, man. When this man comes down with that great wrath, like it tells you in Revelations 12 and 12, man. See, and like I said, these devils can't wait. They're waiting for the green light. They're waiting to be justified and doing it, man. And they got who they got backing them? This cruel Lord, man. Trump is already just green lit and gave an ICE agent who murdered a woman immunity, man. Hey, and his family raised over $1 million, man. For what? For murdering a goddamn protester that they deem as terrorists, because that's what you really are now in the eyes of the government. All you people that are out there protesting against ICE, that's out there marching. You know, they're using that technology to track your cell phone to get to see where you live. You're all deemed terrorists and enemies of the state, whether you know it or not, man. All right? And all they're doing is allow you to protest. They're using that technology. They're getting tabs and pings on all of you people, figuring out who you are, and they're going to eventually come and pay you a visit, man. Remember, like we said a long time ago, they're still going to implement that red list, yellow list, and blue list, if I'm saying the colors right, man. And a lot of you people are going to be on it. All of you people out there tweeting. A lot of you people out here on social media talking shit, saying what you got to say. That's what this Palantir and what this whole technocracy is all about, man. Being able to wage war on you American people via technology, using AI to track and to monitor and getting tabs on all of you people, your Facebook posts, your whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're for this administration, whether you're against it, anything that you said and done and posted and liked, is all going to be eventually used against you in this new world order, man. It says, it is sharpened for a terrible slaughter. It is polished to flash like lightning. Now will you laugh? Those far stronger than you have fallen beneath this power. Yes, the sword is now being sharpened and polished. It is being prepared for the executioner. See? You had that ICE agent told that one dude, didn't you see what we did to that one lady? And there's going to be even more and more executions happening as we move forward with this thing, man. As things get more intensified, man. You see, as this devil gets more and more in that bloodthirsty spirit. It says, "Son of man, cry out and wail, pound your thigh in anguish, for the sword will slaughter my people, and their leaders, everyone will die." Right? Because the Lord's getting ready to let Esau come in with that great wrath on you, Jakes, man. And you've heard it ad nauseum from the prophets and the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right? Hey, and there ain't no more denying it. There ain't no more trying to put it off. It's here, and it's coming. All right? This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and 12. No. Was it 21 and 11? Oh, I got it backwards. Ezekiel 12 or 21. This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21. It says, "And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying," and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, "Son of man, what is that proverb that you had in the land?" Right, because when you read up in this chapter, you had the prophet telling them that, the Lord's going to bring judgment, that they were going to eat their bread in carefulness, that, they was getting ready to catch hell and be judged. But Jake didn't want to hear it, man. They thought, oh, yeah, but not in our lifetime, not in our time. He's speaking of things that's going to happen way long in the future. And they were completely, absolutely wrong, man. And it's the same spirit that Jake is in now. We're out there telling them that these things are getting ready to come, but they think not in their lifetime. Shit. If you watching And you see what's happening, man. You can see, hey, like I said, just look at January so far, 16 days in, man. Like Elder Apostle Tahar said, quoting that Russian individual, there's decades where nothing happened, and there's weeks where decades happen, man. This whole January 2026 has been completely off the chain, man. It's just been one thing after another. War, talking of the war, uprising of the people, man. Economic turmoil, the price of silver, you know what I mean? Inflation. What else has been happening? All type of shit's been going on, man. And it's only going to get, and we're only 16 days in, man. Now Trump is talking about doing away with the elections. Now he's talking about bringing in the Insurrection Act, man. Now they're giving ICE immunity to do whatever they got to do their jobs and their duties, man. You got guys like Kyle talking about we need to take up arms and start fighting back and shooting ICE that they come door to door. You even got the state police getting into it with the ICE agents who are federal, man. So it's just complete and utter talk and talk of civil war, all hell breaking loose, division, et cetera, man. And only 16 days in, 2026, man. And it's only going to get crazier and crazier, man. Ezekiel chapter 12 and 21, it says, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. You see? What's ultimately the vision? These last few major prophecies, man. World War III, Jacob's Trouble, and the MOTB. And these things are constantly in the news. And like I said, next week on the 19th, you got the WEF meeting to talk about, dialogue and authoritarian, whatever the hell the main slogan of that meeting is. But we know ultimately it's to bring in this NWO, to bring in this digital ID system, to bring in the mark of the beast, CBDCs, this fifth industrial revolution, man. And they just need all these different little scenarios and situations and uproars to pop off so they can be justified and ultimately implemented, man. Chaos upon chaos, man. Rumor upon rumor, situation upon situation, man. It's just going to be nothing more but confusion and chaos and perplexity going to continue to happen. More mass layoffs, more implementing of artificial intelligence and AI, digital currency, CBDCs, you know what I mean? Social credit scores, man. All these things, man. You see, and they're not far off, man. Remember, these devils are looking to implement this shit sooner rather than later. They might tell you 2030, but they want that shit to be fully in place before that. And we can see them making moves to do exactly that. It says, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. It says, for there shall be no more any vain vision or flattering divination within the house of Israel, for I am Yahweh, and I will speak. And the word that I shall speak shall come to pass, it shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh. See? And we're at the door. Though it tarry, wait for it, man. And these things are, like I said, a lot of these things, man, like World War III is just one little situation away from happening, man. One little instance, one skirmish, one right move away from taking place, man. You see, this economy is just one situation away from totally just collapsing, man. You see, like I said, that Minnesota situation is just one bullet away or one killing away from all hell breaking loose and civil war coming and the Insurrection Act being implemented, man. You see? It says, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power, man. And that's what we're out here telling you, man. And we can see it. Like I said, this is how we know the famine of the word is getting ready to come. It's going to be so bad out here pretty soon, it's not going to be safe for us to be out here, man. But when this devil brings the Insurrection Act, and when they brain martial law, you better believe they're going to shut off the internet so that you people can't go out there and broadcast to the world the atrocities and all the brutalness that's taking place when they're busting your heads in these different cities and these different towns when martial law is implemented, just like they're doing over there in Iran. They're going to shut off the power. They're going to turn off the internet, man. You know? And it's going to be agony, tearing, ripping, murder, all type of situations happening, man. You see? And it's going to come as a judgment of the Almighty, mainly upon you Jakes, man. You see? Get that real fast. See, hey, and that guy Trump is he's doing his thing, man. The right guy's in office, man, and he's ultimately bringing this new world order in through his through his presidency. This is what he was set up and brought in to do, man. All right, and this is Ezekiel chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, meaning what? You Americans against the Americans. This is talking about civil war, and you can see that happening right now. Because right now, a lot of those ICE agents are American citizens. For the most part, we know a lot of them are IDF. You know, like I said, they probably got a bunch of other ICE agents that they ain't brought out yet that are probably foreigners, that are probably, mercenaries and mercs. That showed you that in the Purge movies, different movies of the Purge, where they have mercenaries coming in from all over the world to come and to play to be Trump's own personal army, man. You see? It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. And it's really going to happen when they bring in the military, man. When he brings in the insurrection act, which might turn around and bite him in the ass, but hey, we're going to see how it's going to play out, because you're not going to have a lot of these American citizens, these American military men, not going to be willing to fire and shoot in their own countrymen. So like I said, they might, and like I say, possible. You can't put anything beyond this devil. You can't believe anything you see right here. Hey, when they bring the insurrection act, they might have so-called troops coming. That's not American troops, but that's wearing American troops uniforms, man. See, can't put it past this devil, man, because he ultimately has an agenda, and everything is a fucking psyop, and everything is a lie. Everything is not as it seems. See, it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord. And who is that? Donald J. Trump, man. He is that cruel lord. That's Nero, back again. You know what I mean? And look at everything that Trump is doing and compare it to the things that Nero did when he was the emperor of Rome, man. It's a lot of similarities. It's a lot of, things that make you go, huh, man. But he is that cruel lord, man. It says, and I will give the Egyptians into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, says the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, man. And you just saw Trump showed you his sentiment against you American people when he went to that Ford power plant, man. That dude made that little smirky comment, and Trump told him F you when he flipped him off, man. And that's how he feels about you American people, man. And he ain't on no American first type of energy, man. He's on Israel first. All these different foreign nations first, man. And he ain't thinking about you American people. And now somebody had asked him, oh, Trump, remember you said you were going to give $2,000 to all of the American people? And he was like, I don't remember saying that. No, I don't think I said that. I don't remember saying that. So everything that he says he was going to do for you people, he's reneging on every last one of it, man. Because he's not here to do the bidding of Americans first. He's here to do the bidding of these elites, man. That's why he brought in this technocracy. He brought in Elon Musk, all these tech geeks, Palantir, all these Israeli spy technology and different things of that nature, man. You see? Because he's here to do the bidding of these elites. He ain't thinking about you fucking American people, man. Ultimately, he can't stand you American people, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is why he's doing what he's doing to you. All right? So let's get this, man. Yep, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for their sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. This is what we're seeing right now, man. This is why I read that Isaiah 19 and 19, man. You're going to continue to see Egyptian versus Egyptian, man. You're going to have total chaos and civil war in this country. It tells you that in Luke 11, that a country divided by civil war is doomed, man. And this place is doomed. Like I said, there ain't no love, there ain't no unity here. Everybody is against one another. This place is still very segregated and very fucking racist, man. All right? And it's going to fully show itself at the time appointed. And it says, for there shall be sedition among men. What is sedition? An uprising against the government. We see that literally taking place right now. Like I said, you just heard what Antifa Kyle said, and you got a bunch of other videos on YouTube where people are saying the same things, man. We got to take up arms. We got to fight against ICE. You know, we got to defend the Constitution. You know what I mean? We're under a president who's a tyrannical president. He's a dictator. You know, he's this, he's that. We got to stand up. We got to fight. We got to do this. You know, because hey, we're in that time. It says, and there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see? And don't be surprised, pretty soon they're going to start leaking the addresses and the names of these ICE agents, man. And you're going to have American citizens paying them a visit, going to their houses, threatening them, even probably pew-pewing some of them, man. You know, or taking them hostage, you know. It's going to be like a Bushwick situation, you know. You know, certain states are probably going to try to succeed, man. It's just getting ready to go down here in Babylon the Great, man. Hey, the water Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, man. See? These things are all still getting ready to come to pass. These things are all still a part of prophecy, and you know, and they're all getting ready to take place, man. See, and we've been warning and prophesying these things for the longest, man. And if you ain't ready, then you just ain't gonna be ready. If you don't want to believe these things, then don't believe it. Hey, your unbelief is not gonna make the effects of the Most High of none effect, man. Right? Nobody can out-trump prophecy. Nobody can stop the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai from coming to pass, man. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 67. It says, behold, the Most High is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquity, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. See? And this is what the elect have to look forward to, man. All right, because that's ultimately what we're putting our faith and our fears in the Most High, man. We ain't fearing Esau and what he got going on. We're not going to eventually bow down to his image, worship this technology, worship this system he's getting ready to implement, or take his charagma or his mark of the beast, man. We're going to remain faithful unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Now, are some of us going to be grabbed up and beheaded for our testimony in Yahweh Shai? Yes. Are some of us going to be persecuted and locked up for not bowing down and submitting ourselves over to what Esau got going? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a win-win for the elect, man. Some of us are going to be delivered. Some of us are going to be given spiritual power. Some of us are going to be saved and delivered by angels, man. Some of us are going to be locked in some of these detention centers. Hey, and the Lord's going to send angels to break us out of these prisons, man. You see, but that's the faith and the thinking of the elect and the true followers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So that's why, you know, we're not fearing any of these things, man. We understand whatever situation the Lord has us go into, that whatever situation the Lord put us in, it's not to destroy us. He's going to make a way for us, man. Whether it's for us having to die as a martyr, which is beautiful in the sight of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, or whether we're going to have to just, you know, be taken back into the spirit world, but our works and our faith is going to follow us, man. And we're going to be raised up first with Yahweh Shai when he returns. So it's going to be a win-win for the elect, man. You see? So that's why we fear the Lord, man. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And what's that's going to be? That mark of the beast, man. A lot of you are going to get grabbed up in these concentration camps, and they're going to tell you, look, if you want to live, you want to survive, you got to take this micro C here, you got to take this Neuralink, take this charagma, blah, 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 or whatever, you know? Some people are going to take it. Some of them are going to take the coward's way out, you know? But not the elect. It says, and feed you with being idle with things offered unto idols, and they that consent to them consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Right, because that's all that New World Order is going to do. Once they put you in these 15-minute cities and your social credit score, you're going to eat the bugs. Hey, all you're going to be doing is constantly be oppressed and trodden underfoot, man. That's not going to be life. It's not going to be anything worth living. It's going to be a constant system of oppression, man. You're going to be tracked and traced and monitored. Whatever they tell you to take or put inside you, you're going to have to take it. You're going to have to merge yourself with technology and merge yourself with a machine. A lot of you niggas are going to die under the operating table of getting that goddamn Neuralink. A lot of you it's going to fuck your brain up. You're going to go crazy. You're going to take that charagma. You're going to get that cancerous sore. And then ultimately, you're going to be destroyed in the presence of Yahweh Shai and the presence of the holy angels via nuclear destruction, man. So it's just going to be a constant oppression and you being trodden underfoot under this damn devil's New World Order, man. It's not going to be what these devils are promising you it's going to be, where you're going to live forever and use AI to have superpowers and live forever and have telepathy and increase your IQ and do all that bullshit that they're promising and selling you. It ain't going to be none of that. It's going to be pure hell, man. And you're going to be constantly oppressed and trodden underfoot, man. So you better off just going to the spirit world instead of bowing down and getting yourself involved in what Esau is getting ready to offer you. Shit. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And this is what we see getting ready. And this is why this devil wants to bring the Insurrection Act, man. So they can roll on you people, man. So they can lock you up. So they can bag and tag you, man. Put you under the shackles and chains of this New World Order, man. You know, get rid of a lot of you undesirables, a lot of you people that got opinions against the government. That's not for what they're doing. All right? And remember, they still have that depopulation agenda, and they don't plan on all 8 or 9 billion of you people rolling over into this man's New World Order. They want to maintain humanity under 500 million, so they got a lot of eggs to crack, and they don't want all of you people that's here on the earth to be in what they're trying to attempt. A lot of you just got to go, all right? And especially the prophets and the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and the true believers, man. Even you so-called Christians, even you are going to be persecuted and rolled over because they don't want you around either, man. See, so it's going to be a great insurrection, man. On those that fear the Lord, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. That's what they're going to do, man. Like I said, they start going door to door. What do you think is going to happen when they cast you out of your house? You, your family, your wife, and your children. Hey, that property in that house, whether you own it or not, is going to be confiscated, man. All of your house, your TVs, your cars, the money you might have had in the bank, you know, the money you might have had stashed under the mattress, all that shit is going to be confiscated, man. You're no longer going to have any right to that property. And remember, in part of the New World Order, you're going to own nothing and be happy any goddamn way. So it's just them killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You see? But this is what this man is getting ready to do. It says, and they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods. And they just did that to that one guy. What's his name? Scott Ritter. Scott Ritter. He's like the ex. I forgot. He had an ex-military job. He be on all these different podcasts, basically cussing America out in his foreign policy, and basically Trump debanked that guy, man. They basically shut down his bank accounts because he's been telling too much truth about, these unlawful invasions, what they're doing in Iran, what they're doing in Venezuela. They literally debanked Scott Ritter. So what the hell do you think they're gonna do to you American people, man? To all these protesters, when they catch you and deem you to be an insurrectionist or a terrorist, man, all of your you're gonna lose your job, you're gonna lose your bank account, you're gonna lose probably your American citizenship status. Remember, Trump said he'd been wanted to be able to deport Americans out of this country who are not patriotic and who are not true hardcore Americans, man. Because what? Because once they deem you a terrorist and you impeding on these ICE agents, you're basically an enemy of the state, and they're going to be looking to deport you out of this country, man. So, hey, man, it's getting ready to go down here. And we know this is the part of the agenda of this devil, man. Yep. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then they shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire, right? Because we're going to be tried too, man. Like I said, some of us are going to be grabbed up. Some of us are going to be brought before rulers and before governors. Some of us are going to be asked, yeah, we saw you on YouTube and we saw that you're a Hebrew Israelite in your videos. Do you still stand by that? Or are you a true American? Are you a true, do you believe in America true and through? Do you want to remain in this country? Well, you're going to have to take this charagma. You're going to have to submit your digital ID and your biometrics and bow down to this, bow down to the image and this technocracy if you want to stay here and be a part of this country. Otherwise, either they're going to deport you or they're going to put your head in the guillotine and send you back to the spirit world, man. So we're all going to be tested and tried in these last days, man. And we can see it as clear as day, man. And all these situations are ultimately leading to these last final few prophecies, man. It says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same," you see? And that's where our hope is, man. So this is why we're going to have to stand true and be put to death for our faith. Well, let me get that real fast. See? Love not our lives unto the death, man, because we understand we don't have no life here, man. And the world that this man is trying to implement is not life, it's not the kingdom, and it's not something that, we're looking to be a part of, man. We better off just going back into the spirit world. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down." And who is that? Esau. And right now, he's in heavy accuser mode right now. Heavy accusatory mode. And what? He's labeling everybody that's here in America that's not standing by this Trump administration as insurrectionists, enemy of the states, terrorists. How much more the prophets and the men of the Lord? What the hell you think they labeled us, man? We've already been labeled as a terroristic and a hate group. Like I said, they're going to use these Black Panther niggas to do what they're doing, and they're going to be able to categorize and label everybody, but we know ultimately he's going to be cast down, man. Eventually. It says, "The accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony," you see? And that's how we're going to overcome this devil, man. It's by our testimony in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And it's going to cost some of us our lives, man. It's going to cost some of us to be beheaded, deported, cast into prison, put in one of these detention centers. But it's all good, man. Hey, you better off being in that position and dying for the Lord than submitting and acquiescing into this man's new world order, which is constant oppression and a goddamn digital prison sentence, man. It says, "And love not their lives unto the death." Yeah. "So therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time," man. And that's why you see this man moving the way that he's moving, because he know time is short. Time is not of the essence for him. Time is on the side of the elect, man. Because as this man is on his way out, we're on our way up, man. It says, "Be not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. The God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift themselves up," man. You see? So, hey, we're going to be good. We're in good hands, man. I'm going to get this last one and I'm going to close it. Hey, because when we're out here preaching and prophesying, this coming judgment and these perils, we're not praying these things or wishing them upon the elect and the true believers, but it's for the 2/3 and the wicked, man. Because we ultimately know that the elect, the predestinated ones, are already good, man. They're already saved and delivered and kept in another dimension. You know what I mean? And this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation." And what is the hour of temptation? When they make this micro C-hip mandatory, man. When they fully push this technocracy, this digital beast system on the whole world. And it's going to come with you having to take a micro C-hip, the charagma, man. It says, "I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth," right? And it's coming upon everybody, man. Let's get that word for try. It's the test. And everybody is going to be tested, man. Like I said, each and every last one of us is going to be tested with this MOTB system. And we see it already getting ready to come to pass, man. Yep. Let's get this word for try. And the word try in the Greek is paraizo, pidraizo. It says to try whether a thing can be done. It says to try, make a trial of, a test, for the purpose of ascertaining his quality. See? Hey, but our quality is going to have to remain in our testimony in Yahushua. That's why I read that Revelations, the 12th chapter, man. We're going to stand up on our testimony in Yahushua, and we love not our lives unto the death, man. We're not going to take that micro C hip, Lord willing, under no circumstances, man. Even at the cost of our own lives being taken, even with our heads being put into a guillotine, man. And they might threaten to kill your wife. They might threaten to kill your son, your family. We're gonna have to be like William Wallace, man. We're gonna have to pray for the Lord to give us a good death, an honorable death, man. Because we're all going to be tried and tested. Now, of course, like I said, not all of us will be tested in this manner, but some of us are, man. Like I said, some of us are going to get tried and tested, and then in that hour before they chop your head off, the Lord might give a particular man spiritual power, man. Or he might send an angel to come deliver you and blind those men in there and just teleport you to a whole other location, man. You see, and this is the faith that we have in the Most High, because there's nothing impossible with the Lord, man. But we're all going to be tested, though. It says, for the purpose of ascertaining his quality, or what he thinks, or how he will behave himself. It says, in a bad sense, to test one maliciously, craftily, to put proof his feelings or judgment, to try or test one's faith, virtue, character, by enticement to sin, you see? And this is what the hour of temptation is it's all about, man. Us being presented with that micro C-hip in that time. And like I said, we already had a trial run with that whole C19er, man. A lot of our people failed when they were faced with losing their job or not being able to travel or do this when they had to take that goddamn jump shot. And they failed miserably, and they took it, and their faith was tested, and they failed, man. And it's going to happen again in this like manner with this Karagma, man. It says, of the Most High to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. So the Lord might put you in one of these concentration camps and centers just to test your faith, man. It's not because he hates you or he wants to see you destroyed. It's all a test, man. We're all going to be tested, man. You see, but this is why it's so important to be built, have a solid and strong foundation in this gospel and this ministry and this truth, to understand death, man, to understand what happens when you die, to understand what happens if you remain faithful and true to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, and not getting weak and selling out to this damn devil Esau Edom, where there is no benefit, no profit, but only death, man. Yep. So yeah, man, it says to tempt, to try, to prove, to examine, to scrutinize, to entice. See, and we're all going to be faced with it pretty soon, man. So with that, I'm going to close it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop and elders, great millstone, that we well. Peace and blessing be multiplied to you brethren out there teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. Lord willing, this is edifying, man. The water Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, for giving me another day to come out here on the highways and the byways and to preach the gospel of the kingdom of heaven. Lord willing, you will edify. Shalom.